Hello lovely Libras, this is Fizz from Ascending Earth and I'm just going to do a quick reading for you from today to the end of May. I really hope it resonates with some of you and I hope you enjoy it. So, here we go. I do always shuffle my cards previously to the video just to clear the energies. But then obviously I shuffle again to see what comes out for you. So Spirit, Angels, please give some clear messages to guide our Libras today. Angels, Spirit, please give us some clear messages and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's shuffle one more time. What messages do we have for our lovely Libra today? Oh, there's a lot of cards that have just flown up, Libra. I think we'll take all of them. Lucky, lucky Libras. I'm actually a Libra myself, so let's see if this resonates with me as well. So this is a lot of cards that have just flown out. I will show you all the cards one by one. I don't know if you can see too well. Just going to try and move the camera back a little so you can see some more. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. So let's see. The first card that you have, Libra, is Two of Michael. So I'll show you this one. It's a beautiful card with two unicorns, I think on the beach. And it says, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analysing a problem, find a compromise. So if you've been stuck in your head lately and you've been overthinking about something, this is trying to tell you that sometimes if you sit in between two chairs, you might just fall, basically. That's what I get from this card. You know, not making a decision is a decision, but if you do that, sometimes you might end up losing both options. So if you know you really have got to get a move on with something and just get on with it, maybe it's something that, let's say, you don't really want to leave behind, or say for example it's someone that you don't really want to forget about but you know that you have to get on with other things. Well, make up your mind and get on with it, because you're wasting precious time basically, and you might just lose both options. And sometimes, you know, we can come back to the first option if we just do the things that we know we have to do. So I hope that makes sense. And the second card is King of Michael. And I'll show you the card. I hope it's not too glary. So this card is all about being rational rational thinking, ambitious. This king is quite respected in most ways and principled. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honesty upon communication. So this card really is telling you to communicate. Maybe you need to communicate something in an honest way. Maybe getting things off your chest will help you to, if you're honest and get things off your chest, it might help you to make up your mind about whatever the situation is that you need to make your mind up about. Sometimes we can't really think clearly if we're not quite being honest. If that's maybe honest with ourselves or honest with other people. But it just says have integrity, basically. I'm going to read from the book. There's a little book that comes with these Archangel Power Tarot cards from Doreen Virtue. They actually have special meanings. Sometimes I read them, sometimes I don't, because most of the time I just do an intuitive read and just say whatever comes from the divine, really. But let's see what that card actually says. King of Michael, where are you? So, it says, speak your mind with confidence. This situation calls for honest and open communication. If you're uncertain what to do, then hire an expert. So if this, is to do with something that you don't really have all the knowledge, well, hire someone who does know what they're talking about. While wisdom and objectivity are important now, don't forget to weigh the emotional aspects of this situation. Make sure your actions are of the highest integrity. So it doesn't just mean have self-integrity, it means make sure your actions are of the highest integrity for other people as well. And this card is all about someone who commands great respect and is known for being completely fair. So Libras, this is absolutely amazing for us because it reminds me of the Justice card, because it's all about Libra rationalising, weighing things up and always acting with fairness. Very professional and rational, diplomatic, all things to do with Libra. So this king, the well-respected king, is us. It's us Libras. And just get right to the point, basically. Say whatever it is that you need to say, make up your mind. The next card is Ace of Ariel. It's so pretty. Such a beautiful angel, Ariel. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time or support. A change in job or a promotion, sorry. So this card is, she looks at peace. It's kind of like once you've made a decision to get on with something, she feels at home in her element, almost at peace. The sun's just shining down. She's by a lake or some water, which is quite peaceful. Just sat in the sun, really absorbing all the good energies. and there's a pile of coins next to her just flowing. So I think to me this means this decision that you might be making to get on with might be something to do with a new challenge, a job, a promotion, something creative. I don't feel this is to do with necessarily a 9 to 5 job. I feel this is something to do with maybe a hobby or your passion that you're following, and it says it's your lucky day. So get on with it, really. Start whatever it is that you've had in your mind for ages, and you're going to be successful because it's your lucky day. And most of all, success isn't always about the money that's next to her. It's about your happiness, really. It's about how happy this, either whatever you're doing or are about to do, is going to make you. It's just going to make you happy. Just, not jumping up and down and in everyone's face sort of happy. It's the contentment that you have inside. So I think that's really lovely, and that does really resonate with me as well as a Libra. So the next card, Libras, is Divine Guidance. So what a beautiful, beautiful card. So you're divinely guided. All these things that you're thinking in your head are coming from divine. We think that all of these thoughts that we have are down to us. We make all these decisions, but really, if you think about it, we never know what the next thing we're going to think is. So where does all this stuff come from? Sometimes it just does come from your higher self, or the divine who are guiding you. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Sorry, a little bit tongue-tied. So it's basically saying you kind of are looking for a greater sense of fulfillment in life, which goes really well with this card. I personally think, because whatever it is that you have in your head that you need to get on with and do, it's because you are searching. You've got to that point in your life where you're weighing up, with this card, you're weighing up what's really important in life to you. This is you, someone who's going to be respected for making these decisions. They might not be easy, but if you do follow your gut instincts and, just basically, if you do follow what your instincts are saying about this deeper meaning of fulfillment in life that you're looking for, you're going to be successful, I think. And I'm not saying it's going to be handed to you or easy because the divine is guiding you, but what it's really saying is, say for example, if you're sat on the sofa procrastinating and you have this daydream moment of, oh, I wish I could do this certain thing, this would really make me happy, I wish I could be like this person who's achieved something really amazing, and then you think, but is it really worth putting in the effort, and can I actually be that successful? Well, you can. Yes, you can. Those thoughts are actually the divine giving you kind of like a push, propelling you in the right direction, saying, go on, get up, do it, make a start. If you fail 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many times, that's okay. It's part of the learning process, and one step in the right direction is all it takes, and the next thing you know, you'll be somewhere like this. Really, it's perfect. Even the order of the cards is pretty much perfect. It makes perfect sense. And this is 10 of Ariel, which 10 is all about completion of cycles or achieving something in my eyes. And this is saying that there's so much to be grateful for. And it's 2 ladies in Paris. Just really content. And it says financial success and promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So again, it's about being content, but this is about the completion of it. This is about getting to somewhere in life where you're sat down thinking, wow, time did just fly, didn't it? And I don't think this is really saying that you're going to achieve this today or by the end of the month. I think what this is saying is this is the sort of outcome that you could have in life years down the line, however long it may take for you to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. And I think this card just gives me the feeling of being content, thinking, I made it. I really made it. Now I can relax and enjoy the rewards of my hard work. But it wasn't really hard work. It was fun. It was enjoyment. You love what you're going to do and you're going to love it. And then the next card is 8 of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. So, again, what I was saying about with the divine guidance, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're guiding you to the point where the first time you're going to try something, you're going to succeed and it's going to be really easy and just hand it to you. No. Practice makes perfect. Don't give up. If you have a hiccup, don't give up. Just keep going. And if this is something that's enjoyable, I'm sure you're not going to have any problems wanting to give up anyway, because it's going to be so enjoyable. And this is really saying, if you do need some extra help or guidance, say for example you want to set up a website, I'm just saying as an example, for whatever that it is that you're doing, and you don't know how to do it and you try once or twice and it's a little bit daunting, well, you can ask for help from others, or you can even get some extra training. It doesn't have to be years of education, but you can get extra training in areas that you want to succeed in, or things that you do need to do for whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And this is saying, do it, go for it, and ask for help. Educate yourself, basically. The next card, 5 of Ariel. I really hope it's not too blurry and you can see how beautiful the cards are. I do love Doreen Virtue, all of her cards. You need to go through current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So those, when you're daydreaming, over here, what I was saying with the divine guidance, and you're thinking all these wonderful things, and then you're doubting yourself, you're going, oh no, but I'm not going to try because I wouldn't succeed at doing so and so. Other people can and they have succeeded, but I can't, it's too late, I've missed the boat. Well, no, they're just thoughts that you're putting in the way. You're creating something, an illusion you're almost creating, to stop yourself from even trying because you think you're going to fail. Well, they are self-fulfilling prophecies created by you. You have all the help behind you. You have divine guidance helping you. The universe is backing you up and is saying, it's kind of like, if you believe that the universe is conspiring and doing everything it can to help you, then you can get out of this way of thinking, because it really is. The universe does everything it can to help us, but if we're not in the right frame of mind, if we are not vibrating high enough, if we're not positive enough, well, we miss all of those amazing opportunities that are presented to us. So, say for example, you could be walking down the road and you could see a £50 note on the floor, and it could be your lucky day, you know, it's a good find or something. And if you're not in the right frame of mind, if you're a negative thinker thinking no luck can ever come your way, well, guess what? You're probably going to miss that opportunity. You're probably not even going to realise it's there, and the next person that walks past you might find it. Well, this is what this card is saying. You are missing opportunities by thinking negatively, so always think that the universe has your best interest at heart. And it does. So the next card is Solutions. Archangel Zadkiel. Success that comes from objective promise, self-control, patience, forgiving and healing energy. So this is kind of like the Temperance card in the normal tarot deck. It's kind of like the universe. When I see this, it's magical. It means the universe is literally mixing up this wonderful potion. By potion I mean it's lining everything up that you want. It's lining everything up and getting it ready for you. All you have to do is just believe and go with it. Believe yourself. It's kind of just mixing it up, making it perfect for you. And when I see this card, it sort of makes me think everything will happen in the right timing. Okay, so you might not succeed in 1 month, 2 months, or however long this might take you. But if you keep going, and it's about learning lessons as well, you know, like we are all kind of in the awakening process. And the awakening process is all about expanding and learning certain lessons in life before we can have something, right? So that we can understand or appreciate something. And the lessons that I think you have to learn are compromise yourself, self-control. So you need to have self-control, as in, you know, this might be to do with having a routine, learning that you need to have some backbone, basically. You can't just do something for 1 or 2 days and say, well, I've learned how to do that now, give me my reward, universe. No, you have to show persistence. And patience is obviously one of the key lessons that is here that you need to practice. And this will lead you to forgiving and healing energy. This will heal. By doing all of these things, it will heal you. You will feel amazing. And then the next card here is the High Priestess, Archangel Haniel. Beautiful ginger hair. To me, it just looks kind of like her clothing is made of water. It's just flowing. Powerful psychic insight, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. I think this is where you're headed. If you are following these steps and if you are fulfilling that thing that's missing in your life right now, the deeper meaning, this is the person you're going to become. Especially if you're a female. You're going to be this wonderful, knowledgeable person who has accomplished, and people are looking up to you, and you're just flowing with grace. And then, reflect on everything. Not reflect on everything, and then you will be reflecting on everything. I think this is a future card. And you'll be reflecting, thinking, yes, this is me. I did all of this. I was capable of this. And I think this is all about raising the vibration of the planet, really, because these are all the things that you're meant to do. It's destined. You're meant to be this shining light, vibrating high, and this will enable others to follow your light. So don't necessarily look for the light and think, oh, this person's great. Well, that is great, but you can also be great. And when you are, that's your destiny. People will follow in your footsteps and enable the whole planet to raise its vibration. This is absolutely amazing, this reading. Libra, I think you're really destined for some really big things. That's the sort of energy I'm getting from this whole reading. Such wonderful cards. All of these cards together have such a wonderful meaning. And I'm just going to finish by doing an oracle card for you from the Keepers of the Light. I think it just makes sense to finish up with a wonderful, wonderful message. Clear message from the oracle cards. Spirit, please give us a clear message for Libras. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit. The cards are flying everywhere now. So, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. There we go. Let's take this one. So this card, I think, it's amazing how Spirit and Divine works, and how all of these cards just are so perfect for the message that you need. So you know how I was just talking about raising the vibration of the planet? Well, what do you see in this card? Earth. It's Earth. It's absolutely amazing how... So this is telling you, Gaia, Earth connection, be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth, stay grounded. By grounding all of these things that you have in your mind, bringing it down to this 3D world, essentially, in this dimension, we are going to be raising the vibration of the planet. And stay grounded, don't daydream, You've done the daydreaming. You know where you want to go. You can do it. Just do it. Just do it. I think this is a perfect message. I'm just going to have a look to see what the book has to say regarding this card. You are blessed to receive this Great Mother card today because it shows that the earth itself, through its image of Gaia, is protecting your path. So this to me means that, as I said, the universe, earth, is helping you. It wants you to succeed. Take that opportunity and don't miss out. You are a strong, focused and loving individual. Stay grounded. Don't allow your imagination, ego or fears to run away with you. Ensure that your choices are for the highest good. Gaia is also bringing her motherly love to you and wrapping you in a cocoon of peace. So again, you know what I was saying about daydreaming? Stop daydreaming, and also don't put ego into it. Don't think, if I achieve this, people will look up to me just for that reason, because if you're thinking about that reason of just having praise and being famous or just people looking up to you, you might not necessarily go down the right path. And you might not follow your passion. You might want to make some shortcuts, which, you know, you might think, oh, I might make more money if I do this differently. Well, no, I think that's where you might make all these mistakes that might actually slow you down. So as long as you're doing it for, what did we have here? To fulfill yourself, basically, for that higher calling and that happiness that you're searching for in life, that great feeling of contentment, if that's why you're doing it, then you're going to jump ahead. If you have had trouble with your mother in life or are feeling disconnected from giving or receiving your own, disconnecting or grieving, grieving your own mother, Gaia helps revitalize the connection and will bring healing where it's possible. So this to me means if you have had troubles with your mother, things might turn out more positively than you thought. Don't grieve. Don't think negatively, and don't have certain expectations in mind or certain results of a situation. Just tell the universe what you really